Welcome in, everyone. How are you all doing today? I was definitely not late because okay, I was actually ready to go at like 9, maybe 9:01, okay? um and then like literally I unplugged the head like some headphones, and then suddenly everything on my computer just stopped working. Like literally, like the camera stopped working, other unrelated microphone stopped working. Um like literally just everything. I was like, how could that happen? Maybe it was like static, because that's happened before one time. I was like really staticky, and then I touched something, and then that was like plugged in, and then suddenly my whole computer like died. So maybe it's that. Gotta be careful of the static. And welcome in the stat. Doing a Zoe. Yeah, I'm trying to say, I'm just channeling that Zoe style, because I'm preparing for my costume. Um, you must for llama, of course. You gotta lose your sanity for llama, of course. Um, you can get enough to get hard pity on weapon banner today. What are you trying to get? Just gotta stream another 7 minutes. I will. Um, yeah. I decided to start with them twice because I know it's a popular concept. And after all the twice flaming yesterday, we need to cleanse our souls. I have me worried I was this close to putting your photo on Milk Garden. I posted in the Discord saying I was gonna be late. Don't worry. I would never miss a stream or be late without warning you guys because yeah. I'm a very punctual person, okay? I don't and if I'm even 1 minute late, everyone's like late. Everyone's like, oh, Mija, you were 1 minute late. Do you check the video I posted in Genshin? No, I didn't see it. I woke up kind of late. I slept through my alarm somehow this morning. So I didn't even see Kalani's video of Kazuha yet. I was gonna watch it, but then I didn't have time. Does it ever bother girls to have hair sitting on their face? That would drive me crazy. Mm, I think you just get used to it. It's just like part of your body. I guess. I mean, it's the same thing with guys, no? Like, what does it bother you if you like grow a beard? Like, does it bother you? I guess it's not like that. I mean, I guess if it was really long, it could be like this long, you know? Some people. Hazo is a nod cry in your game. What? A Hazo appearance? That's a deep cut. Unless a Scar cosplay makes a surprise come back in the last minute, like in a horse race, I think it's over, man. You're gonna need to get a lot of people together to change the vote. And welcome in Rasu. Started playing Zenless Zone Zero since a couple of days ago and got addicted to it. Oh no, that's a dangerous game. Growing a beard does bother you, and also shaving every day bothers you. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, right? What's Hazel doing in the flagship? I don't know. I haven't seen that guy in years. I thought they forgot about him. And welcoming Yokomoto, good morning to you too. But yeah, it's I mean, I still think girls have more stuff to do, but I guess it's self-inflicted, you know? Cause like some well, I guess you know what? I'm sure some girls also shave every day. So it's not even like, oh, guys have it so hard, you know? um What is Yanfei doing in Not Damn? Everyone just wants to go to Not Cry. It's a cool new place. Your chaotic friend has requested to join you. There you go. That will ease the monotony of talent farming. Although surely you must be done talent farming by now. Men have it much harder. It's so hard being a man, right? You have to shave sometimes. You have to what? Wash your face with hand soap. And then it's tough. There's a lot of self-care. Um, Yanfei, you gotta get back in Nodcry. Yanfei's there. She probably just shows up with the anecdotes, no? Nowadays a lot of characters just hang out in the overworld, which is cool, which is what people wanted all the time. Like this whole time. You had to wash your face with cold water this morning. That's tough. That's tough. They need to dry it as well because it's probably wet. Like that's crazy. But yeah, how is everyone doing this weekend? I feel like I've had to show up late. Everyone's here before me. It's kind of great. I don't have to sit by myself waiting for people to show up. Maybe I should do it every day. But then you get used to the time and then have to move it later and later. So I guess it doesn't work. But yeah, I had Pilates yesterday. And as I posted in the Discord, I started feeling really faint. Like okay, also the sun just like comes and goes. It's really annoying. I was doing like side workouts, like this side muscle all the way down kind of workouts. And then I did one side. I was completely like this is like 40 minutes into the workout, okay? And then like I moved to the other side. And then I was like doing the side workout and then suddenly I feel so faint. Like I was like to the point where I was like, you know what? My vision is like not okay. I was like, I can't see, I can't hear, and I was like, can I have some water? So then I just left. I just didn't leave. I was like, I just got some water, and then I was like, you know what? I still can't see. So then my instructor was like, oh, let's just do some stretches. Like, well, we won't do the workout anymore. We'll just stretch. So then, yeah, we were doing stretches, and I'm still like borderline blacking out. So I was like, you know what? Let me just lie down. So then for the last like 10 minutes, I just laid down. Everything came back. All the blood went back to my head. Like she was freaked out because she said like, I guess, you know, when you're about to faint, like all the blood like leaves your head, right? That's why you feel so faint. And she was like, oh, like your lips are like white, like or like blue, like you're not okay. Like please just stay there. But then it came back, and then I was fine. I was fine. Maybe I had low blood sugar. Yeah, I don't know, cause like usually, since I finish stream and I go straight to Pilates, I don't usually eat lunch until I finish, which is like you know like 1:30 ish. Also it's like really red here. I must have scratched it. My bad. But yeah, I usually just eat like a little snack and then I just go and then I eat lunch after. So like I feel like I didn't have more low blood sugar than normal. But I'm gonna start eating before I go to Pilates. In case it is that. Because I do not want that to happen again. I've only fainted twice in my life. Have you guys fainted before? Fun fainting stories. One time, I fainted. I was outside. It was actually a party. We were outside. We used to have parties outside. I don't know why. It's just Vancouver things, I guess. And then I was just like standing there with my friends. I was not drunk. I didn't drink anything. Like no, obviously like I drank water. I wasn't like or maybe I was dehydrated. I don't know. I don't remember. And then I was just standing there with my friend, and she was like the same size as me. And apparently, I fainted onto her, and she just like dropped me onto the ground. She was like, "Yeah, I couldn't catch you, so I just let you fall." But it was on grass. That was fine. Um, Uni taught me that if the professor doesn't show up in the first 10 minutes, class is canceled. That is such a fake thing, right? I don't think it's a real thing. You're supposed to just like I don't think you're supposed to be there for the whole time anyway. I don't get that. But that was such a myth, right? That happened in high school too. We'd always be like, "Oh, the teacher is late. We get to leave." Like legally we get to leave, but like in university, legally you can leave whenever you want. You don't even have to come to class. 40 minutes into the workout, so after the shower and during the nap. Yeah, I fainted during the nap. She was scared of the lawsuit. No, she was just really worried about me. It's so sunny in Vancouver today. It's on and off. The weather forecast says it might rain. It was really, really dark when I woke up. And as soon as I started stream, they were like, you set up all your lighting. You have everything set up. Like time to be really sunny. And I was like, great. I opened the curtains because I was like, it's so dark. And then like the sun was like blinding me. So then I had to close it again. But like oatmeal? Yeah, I like oatmeal. Are you suggesting I eat oatmeal before I go? You don't need to eat a full meal before working out, but you could eat like a sports bar or something. Yeah, maybe I should stock up on some more granola bars and stuff. Maybe I could just eat that before I go. Cause like I don't want like yeah, a full meal might be like too much because I might like throw up instead of instead of faint. But um yeah, maybe something like that. I had a bit of snacks though, but maybe it wasn't enough. You have a couple of fainting fit stories. You fainted twice in school thanks to your phobia of medical stuff. Oh my god, there's always one guy, right? I remember we watched a video of a knee surgery in physics class. I don't know why. It's not unrelated to physics. My teacher was just like talking about his knee surgery, and he was like, "Oh, let me show you." And then one of my classmates just puked in the hallway. But he didn't faint. And I had a friend who would faint when we got vaccination, so she had to go like separately and like lie down and get it. You only have near fainted. I mean, yeah, today. I mean, yesterday. Sorry, I was like near fainted for a while. I thought it would. I thought I would feel very faint for like, like 10 seconds and then faint. But I was like, I had a good like few minutes. And welcome in, Chicano. Good morning. Quick little bacon, tomato, cinnamon bun sandwich today. That sounds really gross. Yeah, I could eat oatmeal before I go. That would be a good one. To tank a sore. To tank a sore. That sounds too stupid to be real. Cause I'm thinking like Tinkatonk. Not right. And I'm sure there's many Pokemon that I'm sore. You had the same experience when had watching blood being drawn, happened a couple times. Probably wasn't the right field for me. Yeah, I don't think you could. Probably not gonna be like a nurse or something. You fainted and hit your head on the corner of a table. What? So I got to go home early when we were discussing artificial hearts. Getting to go home early is pretty good. They had smelling salts in the class. Oh, okay. Wait, what was the class? Were you in like a special blood draw class? With the Genshin enemy names, they just called the entire Genshin game stupid. I mean, the enemy names are pretty stupid in Genshin. Like, what is this? Secret Source Automaton? What are the... Okay, the new Stygian boss. The name is crazy, okay? Let me find it. Onslaught 6.0. Like, it is a... Weena, yeah, that one's a strange name as well. But he has like the longest name, okay? Where's the enemies? Okay, hold on. I need to read you the whole name. Wait, is that the whole name? Maybe I thought it was longer. They usually have like a whole name. I guess it's not that long. Never mind. You never fainted because you're immortal. Fair enough. The second time was the first lesson of history when I was 15 or 11. 15 for year 11. We're talking about modern surgery for medical history, and I passed out in a chair. Mental health limping for a couple of days. You passed out while sitting down? Damn, you gotta be careful. But I guess it happens. It can happen anywhere, I guess, if you're fainting because of like a reaction to something, right? Luckily, I can watch surgeries and stuff, no problem. I can even watch the blood get drawn, but I don't like to. Oh, you passed down and fell onto a chair. Yeah, that sounds really painful. I've never hurt myself while fainting. I guess you just got unlucky. The second time I fainted was like maybe like 5 years ago. I was on the bus to school and the bus was fairly crowded. And I remember I started feeling very faint. And I just like, because my previous experience fainted, I just like fainted. Like I don't remember feeling dizzy before. I just like fell down. But yeah, I was just standing on the bus. I didn't stand up quickly or anything like that. And welcome in, Louise. Like I'll put on the Pikachu hat while I tell the story. We're doing well today. And then yeah, I was just standing. The bus was pretty crowded, and I just remember feeling so faint. Like I was like, I was like, oh my God, like this is not good. But there was nowhere to sit down because the bus was full. Like I wouldn't stand for no reason, you know? Um, and then the next thing I know, I was like, people were like, someone just like was holding me, and then they were putting me down on like a chair, like on the bus seat. Like I guess they cleared out a seat for me, and I guess the people around me caught me because it was so the bus was so crowded that I there probably was not room for me to even fall down, right? Like I would have fallen onto other people. Um, so I don't think I ever hit the ground, and then I just like I just woke up. I was sitting on the seat, and then like everyone else, there was like so many people around me. They were like, "Are you okay?" So it does happen, you know. But the people, everyone was very very nice. Um, they're like, "Oh, like you should get off the bus, but like you shouldn't get off the bus here because like we're kind of in like a sketchy area." So then they're like, "Oh, okay, just wait until we're in a safe area." And then this lady got off the bus with me, and she was like, "Let me sit with you," or like, "Let me like wait for you to get picked up." And so it was very nice. Sometimes if I stand up too fast, I feel like that, but it goes away very quickly, right? Because like for me, yesterday when I was feeling faint, like I was like, oh, surely it'll just go away. Because I kind of do feel a little bit dizzy, but it passes, right? But it did not go away. It did not go away until I laid down. The last time you felt faint was when I was trying some medication for your anxiety. Oh yeah, there's probably some side effects to that. Just be careful. There was one time that you accidentally dropped a knife on your foot. Oh no. You looked down, you saw red spots forming on your gray socks. I was like, that's not good. Took off the sock and sure enough, the thing was oozing out. You had to lie down the second you saw that. Oh my gosh, that sounds painful. Um, but yeah, I guess it would be inconvenient to faint at the sight of blood, but I guess it's fairly common. But I guess you have to be very. I guess you have to just be careful. For me, I'm a bit clumsy, so I do injure myself very often. So like, yeah, I feel like luckily I don't faint at blood. I be fainting all the time. Meiji ignoring my guest Pokemon. Oh, sorry. Tyrannosaur. That's a real Pokemon. You look like a Pokefan trainer. What is that? What's a Pokefan trainer? Did you eat before your workout class? I had breakfast and I had a little snack before, but my but my workout time is like right around lunch, so I usually eat lunch after. You're on a different one. You're on a different medication now. The one I was on mainly slowed down your heart rate, but I don't have panic attacks, so that's the switch. Yeah, you gotta just try a different one so you find the right one. Me just should be a surgeon. I'd be a great surgeon. It's not. It's Tyranitar. Oh, you're right. You're right. I was thinking of that one. It was very close. You know how there's a bug catcher trainers? There's a type of trainer. It's just like a Pokemon otaku. There's that one in a Pokemon, like a Pikachu onesie, right? But you mean those ones? We have to take your series of BRB. Yeah, you gotta take it. You gotta take it. Um. By the way, it wasn't painful at all. Really? You must have a high pain tolerance. I would be crying. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gravely injured. That's me. Yeah, I could be that. But I feel like if I were to be a trainer, I'd be like an elite trainer. I'm not that bad, you know, like those ones in the costumes, they're usually like the children and they usually suck, right? I would be better than that. So when's the Pokefan training cosplay? It's just like a Pikachu onesie. That'd be pretty comfy cosplay. I'd be into that. But this is as far as I'll go for now. I have a lot of hats. You wouldn't be a trainer, you would be a Pokemon. No, I'd be the champion. What do you mean? Um, but those kid trainers don't run Magikarp opener. Hey, that was early on. That was early on. I've changed. I've learned since then. Okay. Talked about this before, but I think I'd be an electric ice gym leader. I think I'd be a if we're allowed two types, which is already a little bit stronger than the normal gym leaders. I would be a ghost fairy. gym leader. It's pretty good typing. And you would run around like yelling, Miju. No, I wouldn't. Don't lie. Magikarps are cool. No, Rathi's just referring to the time where I played Pokemon. It was my first time playing Pokemon. And I didn't know that Magikarp doesn't do anything. I put it in my party. And then I was like, it doesn't have moves. So that was a memorable moment for me. You'd be Lieutenant Surge. That's the electric gym leader. And welcome in, Babo. Are you also a K-pop idol? Want to join my group? You'd be Eevee, and then when someone comes to fight, I would be Eevee. Oh, you'd be an Eevee gym leader. And then when it comes to fight, your Eevees would evolve into the best versus the child. Oh, that would be a fun one. That'd be a fun one. But honestly, judging by Pokemon games these days, you would evolve your Pokemon into the Pokemon that's weak to them, you know? That's how Pokemon games go these days. Because apparently, in the past, your rival would pick, like you would pick, okay, let's say I pick Squirtle, okay, as my starter. Your rival would pick Bulbasaur. So they would pick the one that's strong against you. But these days, they would pick Charmander. They would pick the one that's weak against you. Games are too easy these days. The Gen Z games back in my day. The Electric Army guy. Yeah, is he from Gen 1? Yeah, I must have seen him in Let's Go Pikachu. Your gym is called Eevee Farm. You're farming? That sounds kind of bad. Eevee Farm. Speaking of, someone asked me on Discord to be a staff for a new K-pop group. Like a Discord staff? You want to join, but it's for teens. Wait, what? The K-pop group is teens, or they only want teens? Because that's a little suspicious. I would be careful. You're back. Good job, good job. I'm glad you remembered. Speaking of games, back in my day, rumors are there's going to be an actual Ocarina of Time remake. Has there never been a remaster or remake? It's like only from the 90s? I also took a quiz button and decided to be a dragon type gym leader. Ooh, that's a cool one. But it's kind of hard to be a dragon type gym leader because dragon types don't evolve till very late. So you'd have to be like the last gym leader. Otherwise, you'd have all like unevolved Pokemon, you know? That's a bit of an issue. It sounds like a weird grooming thing. Yeah, it sounds really strange. I would be careful, Babo. It sounds not right. Just be very, very... I mean, you're not going to join it anyway, right? So just be careful. It sounds strange that they only want teens. That's very suspicious. Maybe report them. You'd be a ghost and psychic. Ooh, that'd be cool. Wait, what Pokemon is a ghost and psychic type? They're looking for teens. Yeah, that's really weird, Babo. Think about it. You want staff, but you only want minors? That's really weird. Because, like, why wouldn't you want older people? That sounds really suspicious. There was a 3DS version which improved the graphics a bit, but no. This is from the ground up version according to rumors. Oh, like they had a remaster but never a remake. I mean, they should, right? Isn't Ocarina of Time regarded as one of the best games of all time? Like, and they've never made a remake? These days I mean, I guess Zelda's not like a huge remake. They're not very remake heavy, but in this current day and age, I'm sure they would cash grab the hell out of that. Nintendo these days, they're taking all and every money they can get. But hopefully it's a good remake. You're coming for Raihan's spot because you're British and Galar is the UK Pokemon. That's true. Honestly, Raihan doesn't use a lot of dragon types. So you could definitely take him out. It is the best game of all time. Yeah, so they should definitely I mean, they just remade Skyward Sword like 5 years ago, right? So maybe they're working their way up. But But Skyward Sword is like the newest one. No, like why did they remake that one? Maybe because it's related. It was supposed to be related to Breath of the Wild. I guess I mean debut. So they're looking for people for the group, or they're looking for people for the Discord. Do you know there's a Pikachu here? That's me. Welcome in, Ruska. Actually, the time has just ended for the hat, though. I think my first Pokemon I should have is Como-o. Isn't that a legendary? Am I wrong? I don't know much about those Pokemon. Isn't that related to like Ho-Oh and stuff? Um, they remade Wind Waker. Oh, yes, yes. Well, we won't talk about the time I started that on stream and didn't continue it. Skyward Sword wasn't really remade, just the HD remaster. I see, I see. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't do a lot of Zelda remakes. They could just make. I guess Zelda isn't that crash grabby though. Like I think Zelda is not very. They don't like just like scrape the bottom of the barrel to just like, milk the nostalgia from their fans. Unlike Pokemon. They're looking for people for the K-pop group. It's a new community. They're making a Discord community for it. Yeah, that's really suspicious, Babo. That's extremely, extremely suspicious. If it's not official, then I think they're just trying to get people, either to scam them, or if you're looking for kids, I don't think they're trying to scam them because kids don't have money. I think it's something more nefarious. Because if you say like, oh, I'm making a K, like a lot of kids would be like, oh, I would love to join a K-pop group, and then they're like, there's a lot of potential for dangerous activities there. Como-o is that how you say it, by the way? Como-o is a dragon fighting from Alola. It's the Komodo dragon. Oh, I think might know which one you mean. I got confused because it's like, Ho-Oh is like the legendary. Who are you? Like a minute ago, there's a Pikachu. You know me, Ruska. It's me. Nintendo loves doing new things, which is probably why. Yeah, I mean, I guess Nintendo has enough nostalgia, right? Like, it's like pretty much everything they do is nostalgia. Like, because like all their franchises are fairly old. Even if they make new things for them, it's like old. But honestly, you got to give them a little bit of credit for not just making all the remakes, right? Like these days they make there's so many remakes and stuff like that you have to pay for. So it's like at least they're making new stuff, even if the new stuff is really expensive. There's a Komodo dragon Pokemon? I guess so. So it's sus. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, it sounds extremely sus. So stay away. Just stay away. Don't give them any information. Don't talk to them. I would say. But I could see that getting a lot of people for sure. I would even report them if you can. Even though I don't know if Discord does much. Or I don't know if they can do much. Yeah, it's what was I even talking about? I just started talking about Nintendo being greedy, and then that's where my mind goes to, I've been watching a lot of videos about like the Switch 2 and stuff like that. Like people's reviews of the Switch 2 now that it's been out for a few months. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it kind of just depends. Like, I'm very skeptical of the new Pokemon game. I'm very curious to see what it will look like and what kind, like how good of a game it will be. Your first Pokemon Nintendo game was Nintendo. That's a good one. I used to play Nintendo's DS so much. I would love a Nintendo Switch. Like they could get me on that nostalgia. You said I'll even do what? You should probably report them, like on Discord. Next time you go to Japan, you gotta bring us back Zelda news. True, true. I mean, they just released a game like last year, right? The Echoes of Wisdom. Do you think they're working on a new, like Breath of the Wild type game? Like, Probably, right? It would probably be like at least another 5 years. I still don't know why Tears of the Kingdom took that long. Because like Tears of the Kingdom basically took the same amount of time as Breath of the Wild. But Breath of the Wild, they were making it from scratch and they had to move it from Wii U to Switch. So like, don't know why so long. Dragonite has a mega. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, there's megas. I mean, that's like fan service, you know, like people want the megas. You love animals, so that was your dream game. Nintendogs was so good on the Switch, like um on the DS, sorry. Like whenever you know in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I don't know if you played it, but you can like wash Miraidon. I was like, this is just like Nintendogs, where you like put the soap on it and then you wash off the soap. So good, so good. And then remember the myth back in the day where like they're like, oh, make sure you hold onto the dog's leash, otherwise you might lose your dog. Like when you're walking it. So funny. The new Zelda IP, maybe. Pokemon used to become an open world, third person over the shoulder already. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic because so many games these days, but I want to feel immersed in the world. I mean, that's what they were trying to do with Scarlet and Violet. Like, the idea is good, right? Like, the idea is really good. Like, obviously, open world Pokemon game sounds amazing. It just, like, the execution was bad. Your first Pokemon game was why you chose Fennekin. Oh, Fennekin is so cute. But yeah, there's my first Pokemon game was Sword and Shield, as you guys know. I was very late to the party. And then I haven't liked a Pokemon game since. I'm sorry. But to be fair, the games I played were I don't know, there's not I mean I kind of liked Let's Go Pikachu. It was cute. It was a bit annoying as well. I just don't like a lot of the Pokemon stuff, you know? Like I think there's a lot of tedium in Pokemon. Like they're making it better these days, but like um yeah, I find it very tedious. I don't want to walk 5 steps and then having a random encounter. Have you ever played Harvest Moon? I have not, but I'm addicted to Stardew Valley. Like, I mean, I have like on and off periods, but like I have so many hours in Stardew Valley. Um, but I don't know. I've like speaking like I know Istam really likes Harvest Moon and stuff like that, but I think a lot of people say like obviously Harvest Moon paved the way and it was like the original game and Stardew Valley is like based on Harvest Moon. But I think people say like Stardew Valley is just a lot more enjoyable to play, right? It's just like there's more stuff, like it's more like obviously it's like a newer game, and it's been constantly updated, right? So it's like basically like it might be hard to go back. Lose your dog, you would cry. Yeah, I think it's a myth though. I don't think you can actually lose your dog like that. Wait, to think in a couple of years, Breath of the Wild is 10 years old. I mean, it's like 8 years old now, right? I didn't play it till 2020 though. So for me, it's not that old. Sword and Shield, you attached it since it's based in the UK. The language is spot on. I think it's so funny. The language is so. There's so many iconic quotes. Like when Hop says Leon is pants with directions. I love that. And then also when he says, "Your mom will go spare if you leave without telling her." And I was like, what the hell does that mean? What is he saying? You know, they're just so ridiculous. I have a really soft spot for Sword and Shield because I mean I think the game is really fun. Um, I think the game is really fun. I like the structure of it because it's like it's still linear, but like it's enjoyable to play through. There's no random encounters, um, which is great. And the wild area is great because you can get whatever you want. And I love the gym battles. Like, because my first Pokemon game was Sword and Shield, the gym battles are so hype, right? It's like a big sporting event, right? Like huge stadium full of people, everyone's cheering, the Pokemon get really big. It's like it's really hype. And like going from that to like playing the Diamond and Pearl remake where you just fight some guy in like a random small room. You know, like I'm like it's so weird, right? So it's like so underwhelming after that. Um, I mean, I think Sword and Shield looks okay. There's definitely some there's you could definitely start to see the quality issues, right? Because like a lot of the textures are really strange. Like the characters look good, the Pokemon look good, the world does not look good. Um, like they're very lazy with the textures, right? But like the game runs very well, and which is like I would normally not say this about any other game, but after Scarlet and Violet, you gotta be clear the game runs well. Um, and I liked, yeah, I think like the main thing that was really bad was the story. The story is so nonsensical. If you think about like okay, just read like a play by play of the story and you'll see that it makes no sense. But it's fine. It's fine. Who plays Pokemon for the story? You can eat beans on toast and Sword and Shield? Absolutely, yeah. Seeing Team Yell say, "Oh, you jog on, mate," sent me laughing. Yeah, they had a lot of fun with it. These are British people just make up words on the spot. Yeah, they do. They do. Toby Fox did the music for Sword and Shield. He just did the Battle Tower music, which was the best song in the whole soundtrack. But yeah, he just did the Battle Tower music, and then for Scarlet and Violet, he did a lot more music. He did like a lot of the Overworld music. He did the Terra Raid music. He did a ton. And then there was randomly Ed Sheeran song at the end of Scarlet Violet. Very strange. At least I'm not Jolly Whirl. Jolly Whirl. I wish they brought back the play-by-play announcer at the stadium games. Oh, that would be fun. I mean, come on. Okay, do you guys think there needs to be voice acting in Pokemon? Like, why not? Right? Like, I feel like they're just too lazy to. They don't have time or whatever to add it in, right? But like Pokemon games, absolutely should have voice acting. I feel like there's no reason not to. It's not like you know they should at least have something. It's so awkwardly silent. I mean, I do appreciate getting to voice act it myself, but I tend not to read all of the Pokemon story because like usually the Pokemon story is not good. Like, guys, is there a Pokemon game with a good story? Like, I need to know. Is there one that's like like not even like, oh, this is the best story of all the Pokemon games, but like, would you say that there's a genuinely good story in any of the Pokemon games? Because I do not believe in their ability. You think they should speak like Sims? Oh, true, maybe. Did you answer my question? What was your question? Um, Pokemon Yellow, the OG, Black 2, White 2. Okay, okay. I've never played it. You enjoyed Omega Ruby? Okay, everyone's giving a different answer. Damn. The Pokemon Snap story. Come on, that game was the worst. Yeah, like as much as I do love Pokemon, as much as I do love Pokemon, I don't think I could go back and play the older games because like after playing the Diamond and Pearl remake, man, I cannot deal with the random encounters. I think I would rather die, you know? um, all I know is the one that forces you to take your first step with your childhood friends, had me stop playing Pokemon games because that was so cheesy. I mean, no one's playing Pokemon for the nuance, right? Is there a Nintendo store in Japan? Yes, I think there's multiple. There's one in Tokyo for sure. There's probably one in Osaka as well. There's probably multiple. And there's a ton of Pokemon centers. They're separate. The Nintendo store, my opinion, the Nintendo store extremely overpriced. Like ridiculous pricing Nintendo store, but the Pokemon store is quite reasonably priced. Which is surprising, right? You would think Pokemon is cash grabbing it, but no. It's they're really I guess they don't need to. They make the most money out of everyone. They don't they don't need to. They maybe they sell more at the lower price. You think Nat Geo photographers love Snap? Yeah, I think that's their training. Your favorite is Charizard. Nice. I could not go back to a game that forces you to use HM move. Yeah, that's so stupid, right? And I was like, what are you supposed to do? And everyone's like, yeah, just put them all on Bidoof. I was like, I have to have Bidoof in my party just for that. And they're like, yeah, that's what you have to do. And then in the older games, also you can't just change your team whenever you want. Because in the new games, like you can have access to your boxes whenever you want, right? But in the old games, like what? You have to have Bidoof on your team, and then before you fight the gym leader, you have to go back to the Pokemon Center and then like change out the team using the computer. Like it's so silly. That is so silly. But yeah, they don't even get me started on the HM moves. There's HM moves. There's the random encounters. There's walking in caves. Oh my! I was not prepared. I didn't know that the whole cave was a random encounter. I was losing my mind. The Victory Road that was in the cave. So like, not only are you encountering a Pokemon every 4 steps in the cave, you have to fight all the trainers on the Victory Road in like one go. I was like, oh, I was dying. That was like that was the worst experience of Diamond and Pearl for me. Seeing the videos of people buying plushies for their favorite Pokemon with it saying every Pokemon is someone's favorite. I mean, that is true. That is true. I'm sure every Pokemon is someone's favorite. What's everyone's top favorite Pokemon? Because mine, you guys know, like I started on Sword and Shield. My favorite Pokemon is Zacian. He's very strong. I have a bit of a meta pick, although he's not meta these days. These days, Zamazenta is more meta, which is very sad. Because back in the day, I could flame people for liking Zamazenta. Because like I was like, Zamazenta sucks. Like, why do you like it? But now he's actually good. So, so the Zacian days are over. It's fine. It's fine. He's still quite strong. If you wanted to get rid of the HM move, you had to find a specific NPC to get rid of it. Really? That's so annoying. Pokemon games are so like that's why a lot of times I don't like old games because like there's a lot of quality of life stuff that they didn't have, right? Like they have like obviously older games, they have a lot going for them. Like they have a lot of interesting ideas. They definitely pave the way, right? And they can have really good gameplay and stories or whatever. But as someone who never plays old games, like having to be like, oh, like yeah, you have to do all the level in one go. Yeah, if you die, you have to restart from the beginning or like whatever. That part is really annoying to me. Yours is Darkrai. Damn, that's a cool one. Poliwhirl, Dragonite, all good choices. See, everyone has vastly different favorite Pokemon, you know? It's not just like one Pokemon that everyone likes. And welcome in, Big. How are you? Good morning. We're just talking about Pokemon. But yeah, it's I know the new one's coming out quite soon, right? That by the end of the year. And a lot of people have asked me to play it, but I'm very much against playing it. I do not want, honestly, not to take away from anyone's enjoyment of the game. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are excited for the game. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a great time with it. But for me personally, looking at the game and looking at the trailer footage, it doesn't even look good in the trailer where they're like cherry picking how to make it look good, right? And after, I felt like very scammed from Scarlet and Violet. Like, I just feel like they just scammed me out of all my money. So I was like, I cannot in good faith buy the game. And I also did not like Legends Arceus, not because I thought like Arceus was an okay like quality game. I just didn't like the gameplay. If it's on a legendary or mythical, Corviknight or Vaporeon. Ooh, that's cool. Farfetch number 1. We are not surprised. Welcome into Coney. Came in just in time. We were flaming the both the new and the older Pokemon games. Your favorite is Shiny Umbreon. Ooh. How can I overlay your Twitch stream while using other apps? What? What do you mean? Pokemon games have sucked the last 5 to 7 years. I mean, when was Wait, Sword and Shield is not even included in that. Sword and Shield was like 2017? Was it a Switch release? It was not a Switch release game, was it? I don't know. I like Sword and Shield because it was my first time playing Pokemon, and the whole concept was very novel to me. I was like, oh, you can catch the Pokemon, you can build the team. But then I realized like I don't like a lot of things about Pokemon. Like one, I don't like catching Pokemon. I just want to catch 6 Pokemon for my team, and that's it. I never want to encounter another Pokemon again. And 2, I don't like fighting the random trainers on the road. And 3, yeah, no, I just don't like catching Pokemon. So that's like I don't like leveling up the Pokemon either, you know? But I like building the team like in terms of like a competitive way, you know, like picking the moves, leveling the EVs and IVs. I think that kind of stuff is fun. Was there an in-universe lore explanation for the difference between mythical and legendary? Was it just made up for competitive play? No idea. I'm not the right person for that. I think it's the stat total, but that sounds more for competitive. Or no, it's not the stat total. It's the availability, right? Any Dunsparce fans? That might be a tough sell. You love Charmeleon? Ooh, a middle evolution enjoyer? That's rare. You love Corviknight as it's based on the legend of the Ravens in the Tower of London. Wow, you really like British lore, huh? Your favorite main series Pokemon game is Emerald. Oh, welcome in, Mangchu. I think a lot of people, that's their favorite, right? It's highly regarded. You are a Dunsparce enjoyer. Dunsparce is a goat. Wait, which one is Dunsparce? What do you mean tough sell? I thought people don't like that one. It sounds weird. But maybe I don't know what it is. It sounds weird. I don't know. You're a Torchic lover? Torchic is cool. Miji loves Pokemon except for the main activities that make up a Pokemon. That's what I'm saying. Cause I'm like, I played Sword and Shield for the first time, and I loved it. But then I went back to play the Diamond and Pearl remake, right? And I realized I hated everything about it. So then I was like, now I'm like, do I even like Pokemon if I don't like catching Pokemon and I don't like like this whole process? Like, I don't know. Isn't that like the main activities? So yeah. You're a breeder, you play the game so you can hatch a perfect IV shiny Eevee and quit. So you like running back and forth to hatch the egg. I mean, whatever you like, you know? If you come in gym leader, firefighting type will be your forte. That's cool. That's cool, yeah. For Blaziken, right? How do you feel about Lopunny? Honest answer. I feel neutral towards Lopunny. I don't feel that strongly about it. It is weird. You think Lopunny is weird? I think the animal Pokemon that are too humanoid are a little bit weird. It's a little bit like, I don't know. Like when they try to make, sometimes I feel like they're trying to make the Pokemon that's like based on like a fairy, not a fairy, based on like an animal like too sexy, and it's like it's a bit weird. I don't know. That's why I felt weird about them in one of the recent Pokemon TCG pocket packs. There were like the sexy bugs, like like what are they the you know the ones I'm talking about. I'm like, that's a little bit weird. Like, why are you trying to make bugs sexy? Like, no one wants that. Dunsparce is that Gen 2 dragon type that finally got evolution, where all I got was an extra section between its head and tail. Oh, I think I know which one you mean. Yeah, yeah. So you don't like Pokemon? Yeah, I guess so. I think that's what I think. I think I like, cause like I played Pokemon, right? I played Pokemon Sword and Shield, loved it. And then I played Pokemon Shining Pearl, hated it. Like hated every minute of it. Okay, I didn't like a single thing except fighting Cynthia. And then I played Pokemon Snap, did not like that. I played Pokemon Arceus, did not like that. I thought it was so tedious. I thought it was so boring. All I had to do was catch Pokemon. And I was like, what's the point of catching Pokemon? I'm not going to use them. Like, what am I? Just like imprisoning the whole world of Pokemon? Like, that's stupid, right? And then I played Let's Go Pikachu, and I liked that, except they made me catch a lot of Pokemon, which I didn't like. I wish they didn't make me do that, but the rest of it was fine. And then I played Scarlet and Violet, and gameplay wise, Scarlet and Violet was like okay, but Yeah, I didn't. But then the game was so bad that like I couldn't enjoy it. No, and then I played Pokemon Snap, and I hated it. I hate Pokemon Snap with a fiery passion. Okay, because I thought you would just go through and take pictures of cute Pokemon. I was like, I love cute Pokemon. I'll take pictures of them. But it was a puzzle game. It was a puzzle game. I was tricked. I thought I love taking pictures in video games, so I thought it was gonna be that. No, it's puzzles, and it's nonsensical puzzles, stupid puzzles. You need to control your passion. I'm so mad about Pokemon stuff. Um, you got boxes and boxes full of Eevees. Nice. Your final evolution. Enjoy. That's why I said it's very rare for people to like the middle evolution. That's the one I always forget about. Also, welcome in Angel. So you're enjoying those new emotes. Now you can fully express yourself. Hope you're doing well today. Sorry, I saw you come in, but I was very caught up in my rant about Pokemon Snap. And I can't believe Big took me for a Pokemon Snap enjoy. That is the biggest insult. um, Jang Mo'o. Yeah, that's real. No? I feel like I've heard of that. Unless you're combining some, and I'm wrong. Pokemon Snap on the N64 was goated. Was it? But like, it's just a puzzle game because they're like, take a picture of the Pokemon doing this activity, but you have to do something very specific to get it to do that activity. And sometimes the puzzles were like so bad. Like I was like, how would you ever know to do that? And sometimes it was like super like flaky, you know? Because it would be like, I would even look up a guide that was like, okay, get it to do it by doing this. And then I would do it, and it would be like 1 centimeter off. Like they're like, throw the fruit here, and I'll be like 1 centimeter off, and it would be like, it didn't work, you know. There's some quality middle. There's some quality middle evos like Poliwhirl and Croconaw. Is that like the croc? Is it like a crocodile? Is Poliwhirl is a middle evolution? Oh, yeah, because Poliwrath is a big one. Oh, cause so wasn't Yokomoto's favorite Pokemon Poliwhirl? So there are middle evolution enjoyers. But for me, I mean, you guys know if you've watched me play Pokemon, you know that I only ever I call all the evolution the same name. So like, but it's either the first one, the baby one, or it's the last one. So like for me, it would be like all Charmander, Charmeleon, or Charizard. Like I'll see Charmander and that's Charizard, you know? Or I'll see like the Ponyta evolution and that's Ponyta, you know? Cause I'm like, I can't remember all the names. I'm just gonna remember one, you know? Cause like eventually, I think it's good to go by the last one because eventually it will become that anyway. So like, what's the point, you know? So that's my. I think when they change their names, it's silly. So we just keep it the same name. Croconaw's the evolution of Totodile. Yeah, that's what I thought. That makes sense. Yeah, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I did know that. I did know that. In Pokemon Go PvP, the stats work very differently, so a lot of the middle evos are meta. That's interesting. I look at a chimpanzee and I call him Jeffrey. What? Is that a reference to something? But yeah, it's that's how I feel about Zelda as well. Because I played Breath of the Wild. Love Breath of the Wild. You guys know it's like my favorite game ever. And then I go back to play an old Zelda game and I'm like, do I even like Zelda? Because I was like, I hate dungeons. I hate the random items you get. I mean, that's about it. That's about what makes a Zelda game, right? I don't like them. So I'm like, maybe I'm not a Zelda fan. Maybe I'm just a Breath of the Wild fan. And I think that's the truth. Because all chimps will become a man someday. What are you saying? You're confusing me. You're being strange. I won't dwell on that. I don't know what it means. Are all men? Is some evolution joke? I guess so. You just started gaming with all the modern quality of life, so all the older games are too much of a step back. That's probably true. I mean, that is true. That's completely true. Cause like going back to older games where it's like there's like I just can't deal with like tedious stuff in games, you know? Like I like chores in games, like Animal Crossing, you know, where it's like every day I go around and I hit all the rocks, you know? And I'm like, I like that. Um, but but then but then like as soon as it's like grinding, I don't like that. And as soon as there's like the game has some contrived thing to like make you spend more time doing it, I don't like that, you know? And I don't like random encounters. Um and yeah, I don't know what I also don't like puzzles that are not open ended. Like I like puzzles in Breath of the Wild because there's like a robust physics system and everything you think should work does work, right? But I don't like older games where it's like or like puzzle games where it's like you try something that you're like that would work in real life and it doesn't work, right? Because there's like one solution um that they're intending. That's why I don't like puzzles. Cause like I do like puzzles. I like problem solving in real life, like that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, puzzles are silly, I think, because I think they're more like riddles in in games or whatever. But yeah, it's I'm generally not a puzzle game enjoyer unless it's very very open ended. You can kind of just do whatever you want, you know. But I don't know if I would play a whole game that's just puzzles. Little Punny gets a bad rep because it's a Gunner Pokemon because it has like weird legs, right? Like problem solving IRL. Can you solve my problem not owning a PC? No, no. Okay, okay. If I had to describe it, it would be like I like I like puzzles where you know what you have to do, you just don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? But while I think older Zelda games have puzzles where it's like you don't know what you have to do, right? You know you have this thing that's meant to be used, like you have like the item, and then like you don't know what to do. You don't know what the end goal is, right? Aside from like you need to open the door, but like while like a puzzle that I like would be like how do you describe it? Like if it's like Sudoku. Not that I really like Sudoku or anything like that. But like it's like you know exactly what the steps are to get to the solution. You just don't know what like you don't know how to get there, right? Sorry, making no sense. But you guys know what I mean, right? And Mega Lopunny does not improve the situation. Did they make it more sexy? It's a bit weird, right? Sudoku Dungeon in the next Zelda. I'm down. I'm down. You know the destination, but not the route. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I feel like in older Zelda games, you don't even know the destination, right? You're like, what am I supposed to do? They give you like a room full of water, and you're like, am I supposed to drain the water? I guess you're supposed to drain the water. I don't know. Like, it's like, it's kind of weird. Well, if you gave me like a maze, like I know exactly what I have to do. I just don't know how to get there. You see, there's so much Sudoku. You see Sudoku puzzles whenever I close my eyes, like intrusive thoughts. That's a little too much Sudoku, probably. Maybe did you see a beneficial effect on your brain, regardless of the intrusive thoughts? I mean, that happens to me. I think if I play too much of a game, I close my eyes and I like see it still. You know, it's like I still see try whatever it is. But yeah, it's I think that's normal. I don't think it's called the Tetris effect. Fair enough. And Kalani, welcome in. How was the concert? I didn't get to watch the video yet, but I was gonna watch it after. Um, but yeah, how tell us everything. If I came to those games nowadays, it'd be so lost. I was blessed to have Primus gaming guides back then. True. Nowadays, I have chat. And whether that's a blessing or a curse, I don't know. You don't know if I saw any benefits, just only intrusive thoughts, I see. Close its eyes, sees Karlak. Shame and date you though. You gotta get on that. Hi, bye today, Kimmy's birthday. What? Say happy birthday to her for me. Happy birthday, Kimmy. Hope you have a great day. Um, Angel crazy tear, Kalani easy tear. True. We just know for a blessing or a curse. I mean, um, in terms of puzzles, it can be a very hit or miss. You know, sometimes people come in. Um, Sometimes people come in and they're like, "Are you an idiot? You can't solve Bro, go away." Or a lot of times, I mean, the people who, like, in our community who just like is here normally, not just like random people who come in are mean. Um, and then like those people, like you guys that just laugh at me in the background. You're like, haha, I know the solution, but you don't. You guys watch me just lose my mind. I did lose my mind a little bit in the Zelda dungeon because I remember, um, you're supposed to solve a puzzle by shooting down the icicle, and um, I did try that right at the start, and chat saw me try it. Like I'm pretty sure Zirconia knew that was the solution. He saw me try it, and I guess I missed, like just by like a millimeter. And then I spent the next like 20 minutes trying to figure out what it was because I assumed that didn't work, right? And then it turns out that was the solution all along. So I did lose my mind a lot. It was amazing. Mics were on. Yunjin was a vibe, and Kazuo said, "Vegas, are you ready to shake some ass?" Nice, nice. You don't have to censor that. We're allowed that now. It's PG-13. Visuals in person were mesmerizing. Of course, of course. I'm glad. I'm glad you had a great time. And their mics were on. That is great to hear. Yeah, that's I feel like it probably depends. It probably depends on the song, right? It probably depends how tired they are and stuff. Wait, so did you see them on the send off, or was that not included in the easy tier? Um, Literally anytime Yoonjin or Chaewon was on screen, all the guys were barking. Oh my gosh. What's with everyone barking at K-pop concerts? Because weren't they barking at Dion as well? Not for easy tier. Oh, too bad. Too bad. That's okay though. You saw them up close, and that's enough. You saw them with your own eyes. Barking at Angel, do not, do not. Um, Seems appropriate. Appropriate. Yeah, that's how you spell it. That's correct. Started with twice in the US and became a thing. I see, I see. That's fun. But yeah, Chaewon's probably a little too into it. I feel like it sounds like I'm missing out some highbrow culture with this K-pop thing. Yeah, barking at the idols at the concert. Very, very highbrow culture. Maybe do they think Americans are crazy? They must think Americans are crazy, right? They must be like, what's with all the barking? Like, they're so weird. Like, do you think they understand? Like, I'm sure Yoonjin understands, but like the rest of them, like, are they like they're very strange, you know? Maybe, maybe. Maybe it's like they spread the word. Americans are savages. Yeah, they must think that. They must think that. Maybe they're just having a good time. I don't know. I'm sure they're having a good time. Yeah, it's maybe Chaewon is really she's very excited. They love the vibes. It was dead quiet when they were talking, and a guy screamed out "Mother" when Yoonjin was about to speak. Oh my god. The guys are feral. Oh my god. They need to calm themselves. That's funny though. I'm sure they had a great time with the crowd. Um yeah, it's I still have not been to a K-pop concert, but maybe one day. Well, I'll have to see. I'll have to see who's coming around, you know? For me, it'd have to be real worth it. Well, so out of all the K-pop concerts you guys have gone to, what would you guys say is the best show? Or even watching like, no, I guess no, yeah, I feel like you have to be there. You have to be there to know. Because I've heard, I mean, from in what I would assume is that Twice would be the best concert because they have a lot of, um, they seem like they put a lot of effort into the production of the show, and they do a lot of solo stages with like new stuff, which is cool. Um, and I've heard the Blackpink sets and stuff are very very minimal. Yeah, on the screen for a sec because they were showing flags. Nice, nice. Red Velvet's concert film like the best. You're extremely biased. Well, we gotta ask Ratsia, I guess. I mean, Ratsia's a little biased, but Ratsia has been to a lot of K-pop concerts. Which one was the best experience? Not based off your own personal like parasocial attachment to the idols, but like more like in terms of the production and the entertainment value. Like, what was the best show? Out of all the concerts I went to, Twice and G Dragon was the best. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Concert goodness is about energy and vibes. Fun concerts are usually the best. For me, it's all about um, it's about the performance of the person performing, like how good they sound. Are they singing live, or are they playing live? Do they sound good? And then also the set. I would say like how much effort went into for like a big concert. For small concerts, it's obviously different. But for a large concert, I would like an arena or a stadium. I would expect the sets to be like very well put together. Lots of like, you know, lots of like the production, whatever it may be, like background dancers, props, live band, like that sort of stuff. Like I'd expect that if I was paying for a full arena concert, you know. You've got bacon. Nice. That sounds delicious. Going based off performance set, connecting with the fans, and how loud the crowd gets. Yeah, yeah, that's true as well. I think fan or crowd interaction would be a big thing as well, because like that's like the one thing you get from a concert aside from the live performance. Um, Triple S wasn't stupid expensive. I was able to see quite easily. Baby Monster, Baby Metal were good too. You like the smaller oh yeah, I guess a smaller venue makes a big difference as well. And welcome in Jay. Hope you're doing well today. Um, but yeah, I think like smaller venues are good, but I guess it's not really reasonable for some artists, right? Because I was a bit annoyed. I mean, I think Alex was too, because Alex was also trying to get tickets for Ariana Grande's tour. She was touring. She did like a really small amount of like locations. Like she only did one location in Canada, it was in Montreal, and she only did one location in all of Europe in London. So like everyone from Europe has to go to London, right, to see her. Um, and she did arenas, not stadiums. And apparently the tour had a 1 million capacity for tickets, and like 6 million people were trying to get tickets. So I'm like, at that point, like I understand arenas are better concerts. Like the sound is better, it's smaller, people can see better. But at a certain point, like for accessibility and like for as many like for a reasonable amount of people to be able to see you, like I think at a certain point you have to do stadiums, you know? Because I was a bit annoyed because I was like, you're selling a tour that's way too small for the amount of people who's trying to come, right? So like, yeah, the people who do get to come will have better experiences, but um, most people won't be able to come, right? So I'm like, I'd rather just be able to go at all and go to the stadium. Blackpink you sold your second day because you're just looking at people's phones the entire time. I mean, that's pretty common for concerts, right? These days. I'll say Le Seraphim really connected with fans and loved it. Turns out Sakura and Yunjin had been to Vegas as kids and said they're coming back. Plus, we were the last US city they said on tour. Oh, yeah, if you're the last date as well, that's really good. Um, the second Triple S concert was probably the best. Fan engagement was awesome and it was a perfect venue size. That's good, that's good. Because it wasn't like Triple S wouldn't be like an arena, right? It would be like a smaller sort of um like concert venue. But an arena, because Chris Brown had Raider Stadium. I mean, I don't think the Seraphim would go to a stadium anyway, right? Like stadium is a bit big. Because I was looking at the Seattle date and it wasn't sold out yet. And it was like an arena, I think, or I think Chicano said it was at the university, like the arena at the university. The venue fits like 1,500 max. Yeah, that's a good size. That's a good size. But at a certain point, like you can't do that with like Blackpink, right? Like if Blackpink tried to sell a tour with like 1,500 seats for each date, like that would not work out. Um, yeah, just it's like they just get too famous. That's just how it is. But yeah, I think arenas can be fun. Cause like you're not there to get like a. I think as long as they put on a good show, I'm happy. I mean, I haven't been to that many concerts. My very first concert was Hilary Duff. I saw Hilary Duff, and I saw also Vanessa Hudgens. I remember seeing those when I was a kid. Very that time, you know. And I don't remember anything about the Hilary. I was just like an Omega Hilary Duff fan, so I'm sure I had a great time as a kid. Um, and then as I got older, obviously, I saw like One Direction. I was a huge One Direction fan. I saw them twice. Um, and and I saw Ed Sheeran maybe 2 or 3 times. He came to multiple times, and yeah, he puts on a really good show because he's very like, you know, good at good at what he does. Um, I guess it's like pretty scaled back though, because he just performs like I don't know what he does these days, but back then, he just performed with his own just himself and his guitar, right? And he has like a loop pedal, so he just kind of makes his own beats. Blackpink also told the fans many times to put their phones down. Yeah, makes sense. If I feel like you can't stop people from filming, they just do whatever they want. At the end, if that's what they want, if they want to film, then like go for it. I don't really care if people have their phones up, unless it's like blocking my view. I never been to a concert. We just did nightclubs. Nice, nice. You saw it twice? No, I have not seen. I've never been to a K-pop concert. Um, there's no one that's like. I mean, firstly, a lot of times K-pop idols or K-pop groups will only go to certain places in the U.S., right? Like they don't do like a full like everywhere in North America tour, right? Usually they just go to like New York, LA, Atlanta, those kind of places, right? There's like a handful of places that they will go to. They don't do like a full thing. Um, and then maybe like if they go to Canada, they go to Toronto. Like most of the time, they do not come to Vancouver. Um, that's just ruining the people behind them views. They have to watch Blackpink on the screen, not go to another big group concert anymore. I mean, I think it's like depending on where you're sitting too. Like if you're on like tiered seats, you'll be fine. If you're on the floor, I think it's hard to see. The best interaction last night was a guy, um, bought a giant sized light stick. The Seraphim pointed him out, and he started to salute. The boys were cheering, and they said he's the best fan in Las Vegas. Oh, that's nice. I'm sure he will never forget that. Are you going to the Blackpink concert in Yellowknife? Of course, of course. They got it. They can't let down their Yellowknife fans, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've been to like a random concerts as well, like a lot of smaller concerts. Um, the other arena one I went to, I mean, I've seen Ariana Grande as well twice, and I'm saying I saw things twice, not that I saw twice. Um, and I also saw Panic at the Disco. Actually, very good concert. Brendan Urie obviously is a very, very talented singer, so it was actually a great concert. Um, and I still really want to see Fall Out Boy. My teenage self and my current self will be very happy if I finally got to see Fall Out Boy, but they haven't come here in a long time, I think. Because again, a lot of groups don't come to Vancouver; they only go to Toronto. I probably won't go see the Seraphim. They're getting too popular now. I mean, if you're for smaller concerts, that's fair enough. Because like the Seraphim at this point will probably be in an arena. You'll go and bark again in your place. And Rati will bark from home. Hold up his flag from home and bark. The arena was great. That's good. That's good. Barking at people is cringe. I mean, if they're okay with it, I'm sure. I'm sure it's just like a joke, right? As long as they're comfortable with it. You can see everywhere. It's not that big. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, I just go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Enjoy the Malomart concert in the meantime. Here, Yeah, okay, I'm back. It's an American thing. The Canadian fans just shout sorry constantly instead. They do, they do. We're just like we're just way too polite, you know? We would bark no. They would bark and then say sorry. They'd be like they would bark and be like sorry for barking. Possible, possible. But yeah, I can't really remember what else. I really wanted to see Ariana Grande again, but like I said, her tour was way too small for the demand because like I think she's a little too famous now to be doing arenas. I think she really should be doing stadiums. Or maybe she said she doesn't. I don't know. She just doesn't want to do stadiums. Or I mean, originally the tour was supposed to be very small. That's why there was only like a handful of dates and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess that's her choice if she doesn't want to tour a lot. But it kind of sucks for the people who do want to see her, you know? But that's okay. That's okay. I was gonna have to fly to Montreal anyway to see it, so it's a little far. It's a little far. Vegas was two packed this weekend. iHeartRadio Fest, Chris Brown, and Le Seraphim. Yeah, I guess, but there must always be a lot of stuff going on in Vegas, right? It's a pretty busy place. Lots of stuff happen there. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't have any plans to go to any concerts recently. I think there's only a few groups where like if they came here, I'd like drop everything and go, you know. And I feel like since COVID, concerts have gotten so expensive. So it's like you have to be like, is it really worth it? Do I really want to go? And welcome in, Knife. Hope you're doing well today. It's like one thing a month. Okay, that's not too bad then. Plus football is back too. Yeah, yeah. You can't be missing that. I mean, here hockey is almost back as well, so I guess there'll be a lot of more sporting events. But yeah, there's a. I mean, I don't think Vancouver's like that busy with concerts and stuff like that. I think who's gonna be here? I think Linkin Park was coming, if I remember correctly. I think I saw like a sign for that. Um, yeah, I mean, we have our fair share of things, but I guess the amount of the things I would want to go to are very small. I would love. I missed my chance last time, but I would love to go to a Beyonce concert. These days, I'm pretty into Beyonce. I would love to see her. Um, and obviously, there's a handful of artists I really, really like, and I would definitely see them. Maybe I need to. Maybe I need to go to Korea during like a festival time and see some of my favorite groups as well. I assume Beyonce concerts are insanely pricey. Probably. But like, it's Beyonce. Wouldn't it be worth it? Like, she would put on an amazing show. Um, like, I feel like for me personally, if there's only, um, I feel like there's a handful of artists that really would put on an amazing show, and I feel like Beyonce would be one of them. You know. Or I'd say someone who I think is a really talented singer. You know, like Ariana Grande falls into that boat, but she also does a lot of like stuff at her concert, like dancing and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I would like obviously, yeah, like I said, Beyonce. Um, who else is really good? You know who's really good? Sarah Bareilles. Sarah Bareilles is an incredible singer. Or like if there was like John Legend or something like that, you know? Maybe I'll just go just to hear the vocals, you know? I'd be kind of down. But I wouldn't even know they're coming because I don't really like follow that, you know? Yeah, it's I think I think those would be pretty cool. How much do concerts cost these days? I like an arena concert. I would say like 100 to thousands. Like I think like a normal seat would be like a kind of bad seat would be like maybe like 100 or maybe even less. And like a decent seat maybe like 200, 300, that kind of stuff. It depends on the artist, right? But you can even go like, but if you go to like a smaller venue, smaller artist, then you can go for like $10, $20. Um, you think the priciest concert you've been to is Bruno Mars and festival probably is When We Were Young Fest, thousands to 2010s emo rock. Weirdly, Bruno Mars was that expensive. How much did you pay? Cause you paid like $350 for Le Seraphim, right? I feel like that's a lot. I know Blackpink tickets were really expensive. But for me, like, yeah, I don't know how much I would have paid. I think I paid like $250 to see Ariana back in the day. Um, that was probably it. I don't remember how much. Well, when I was a kid, like I didn't pay for my own concert tickets. I would like ask it for like my birthday or Christmas or whatever. Usually I would combine it because my birthday is kind of near Christmas, so I'd combine it and ask for a combined gift of a concert ticket. You know, because I had to see One Direction. You know, it was very important to me. I think something like that. Um, yeah. But it was I think yeah, I'm just not as much of a fangirl these days. These days I would rather see like a live theater. Like in terms of vocal performances, like Broadway singers, West End singers are like a league above everyone else, honestly. Like um you take like a good singer, a pop singer, and they're like an average to below average musical theater singer, you know? So like if you really want to hear good vocals, you go there, you go to the opera or whatever, you know? I really want to go to the opera. Especially now that I'm learning classical music, I really want to go to the opera. I don't know, like I'm not cultured enough to like have gone to the opera. My friend used to go with her grandma. That's the only person I know who's been. And I'm like, what do you do? Like, do you bring those, like, do you need those opera glasses? Do you need to wear like a ball gown? Like, I don't know what you do at the opera. Um, I've been to the symphony, but never the opera. So I don't know if it's like fancier or what. Like, where I don't even know where there is one here. Like, where do you go? I don't know. Do we even have an opera in Vancouver? I have no idea. Bruno Nose plays for 200, but I got 300 off discount of 500 for second story in the MGM agree. $500 for second story? That's so expensive. That was tour price when he did a Vegas residency for 2 weeks. He had them way low. Oh, I heard his Vegas residency was really good. Where would you even get this mini binoc? Yeah, where do people buy? Like, is it like a rich people store that only rich people go to? Like, I've never seen mini binoculars like that, right? Like, where is there a special opera store? I never even thought about this. Where would you get those? And what about what if people wear like gloves, right? Like, where do you get fancy gloves that you wear to like black tie occasions? Where do you get those? Never even considered this. The rich people store. I don't know about this rich people store. Do you think they'll let me in? Or I mean, certainly could up with like actual binoculars. Like, how many huge poofy ballroom dresses do you have? 0. I've only worn a floor-length dress one time. That was to my graduation banquet. So I have that one. I could wear that one, I guess. It's actually quite nice. I would wear it again. Because I purposely got a non-prom looking dress so I could wear it again. 17-year-old me was so smart. I got a black dress. So I'm like, I could wear that to like any fancy occasion that requires a floor-length dress, right? Because like if you got like a sparkly pink prom dress, you cannot wear that again, you know? Like that's a prom dress, right? Oh, I added the Ginny song to my playlist, by the way. I love this one. I added Sour and I added Energy. I feel like I turned the music too low, actually. I had to adjust the volume before. Good morning. It's morning for me, so good afternoon to you too. Welcome in, Harris. I graduated. I did graduate high school, yes. I also graduated university, but I didn't go to the graduation, so I didn't need a dress. Now wear the sparkly pink dress to a wedding. I've never been to a wedding. You need to see Ginny. I would love to see Ginny. For the Korean artist, I think I would love to see. I love to see Ginny. I love to see Baby. I'd love to see Soran. Obviously, I don't think Soran would ever come here. I think I need to go to Korea. And Sejong, I don't think she'll come here either. I think she needs to. I think I need to go to Korea. She'll do like a random concert here and there. It's fine. Thinking backstage at K-pop concerts that taught me you can go anywhere with the right attitude. If the staff at the rich people's store give you trouble, just starting to call your father to buy the whole store. Learn that from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't think I should use the Jake Peralta strategy. I don't know. Okay, I'll try. Did you really sneak backstage at a K-pop concert? You shouldn't do that. Can I make a parasocial joke without getting flamed? Well, it depends on the joke. No promises here, okay? Really, I've only been to one when I was little. Same with funerals. Yeah, I think I've been to one funeral as well that I was like old enough to remember. Like I think I've been to someone else like a baby, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't. I've been to actually no, that's a lot. I've been to one wedding, but it was like a afternoon kind of wedding. It was very low key. I don't think I've been to like a full on wedding, you know? You going to a wedding in December? Groomsmen, by the way, no speech, please. You don't need a speech, you just need your wedding dress dance. I want to promise first. I can't promise anything, I'm sorry. You can from her, but not. Okay, okay. Kalani's got my back. I'll promise I won't flame you. But I cannot promise that Kalani won't flame you. Keep a safety vest in your glove compartment and tell security that you're there to check the flux capacitor level. Why are you sneaking in, man? They'll be scared. What do you think is gonna happen if you sneak in? They'll fall in love with you? No. Just don't sneak in. I don't support this. I don't support this. Okay, Mija, you can come to mine in Winter's wedding. This is a joke. Oh, I should have known that was I should have known it was wedding related. Need to see BB again? I need to see BB once. But I'm sure she puts on a great show as well. Yeah, it's okay, maybe the rest of chat can blame Ratsu, because I'm not allowed. I already promised. You object. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's what was I even saying? I don't even know. I feel like my brain is all scrambled since yesterday, you know? I'll blame that. I'll blame that. Yeah, I guess I would if BB came here, I would definitely see her. I would also see who else? Like, I mean, I love Blackpink, but I wouldn't be like dying to go to the concert because especially I know it's like quite expensive, you know? I'm not like that desperate to see her. But I think I would see Twice. I think Twice will be fun. Triple S is there tomorrow in Vancouver. I've never listened to a Triple S song in my life. Oh, I forgot to listen to Woke Up or whatever it was. I forgot to listen to that. My bad. Kim Min Jung would never. Who is that? Who is that? Made you call extra. No, I said I didn't like the Is It Love song that much. I thought it was only okay. I'm sorry. That was like Kalani's one song that was recommended to me that I didn't really like. I didn't hate it. I just didn't feel that strongly about it. That was like that never happens. That never happens. Every song Kalani's recommended is always a hit. Things I learned. Winter's name is that's Winter's name. I see. Yeah, she would never. That wouldn't be your rec. That was your rec though, cause someone posted Woke Up and he said nah. Mija needs to listen to this, right? Did I misread it? I went back and I look for the song. I guess her name isn't Winter. Yeah, that's a. I guess her name isn't Winter. That obviously is not a real name. Whoops. That you had it in writing. You had it in writing. Maybe you linked the wrong song. So what would be your rec? I need your real rec now. We'll strike that from the record. You still have a perfect record of song recommendation. You'd recommended one R&B and hip hop song for that. Sounds more my alley, yeah. And welcome in, protagonist. Did I survive? I didn't. Did you see my message in the Discord? I almost died. Also, my side abs are very sore. My obliques, they're very sore. But I guess that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I do. You guys know I'm pretty. I like a lot of R&B these days. What exactly happened? I was doing obliques, okay? I was doing like a workout where you like go to the side and then come back up. I was doing this. I was doing it on the arc barrel. I was in the air. And then I did one side, 40 minutes into the workout. Felt fine. I turned around to the other side. Suddenly, I'm like blacking out. I felt very dizzy. My ears started ringing. I started like not being able to see. And I was like, yeah, and then I just felt very dizzy. I drank some water, still felt dizzy. And then she was like, okay, let's do stretching. And then I was like still blacking out while stretching. So then I decided, I was like, I'm just gonna lie down. And then my instructor made me lie down for like 10 minutes. And then I was fine. And then I drove home. I was still fine while driving, luckily. Cause I was like, man, what if I got stuck here? What about my car? Um, but yeah, it's I I don't know, I don't really know what happened. I might get a blood test on Monday. Protect your short stream, I guess. Possibly, possibly. Probably left right for R&B and howling for hip hop. Got to see music video though. Okay, okay. Glad you're okay. I mean, even if I did faint, I was at Pilates. My instructor was like, I was ready to catch you and carry you if you fainted. I was like, honestly, I think she could. I think she could. We're like the same size. We're like exactly the same height, but she's like real strong because she does fitness for a living, you know. I feel like she could have carried me if needed. um, Follow this up with woke up and girl gang. Okay, I'll start with the left, right, and howling. Okay. I'll remember that. Let me add it to my list. Um, left, right, XG. I'll add that to my list. I still don't really know how Spotify works. I think it's a bit annoying. Howling, and then woke up. Okay, fine. Woke up is right there already when I search it, so I'll add that to the list. If I'm busy, I'm listening to a lot of Junie right now, and also I can't remember now. Yeah, it's I'll have to give those a listen, of course. Another good R&B is "In the Rain" is something. Okay, I'll start with those three songs, and then if I become a major XG fan, I will take all these recommendations because, like I said, since I'm doing the Zoe cosplay, you know, I'm practicing my Zoe hair, of course. Actually, hers is braided. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that. Anyway, since I'm doing the Zoe costume for Halloween, I figured we could do a karaoke stream. That could be quite fun, like a K-pop karaoke stream. So maybe I just need to learn a lot more English K-pop songs. Like, what do you think people will request? Like, I don't know what I need to have ready, you know, because I know quite a few Twice songs. Maybe I'll learn like Enemy because like that one just came out. Not Enemy like oh the misery, not that one. Like the Twice song. And then I know all of Blackpink's songs. Like I would be fine with that. But I don't really know what's popular these days. So you guys gotta prep me to have these songs ready for karaoke. I mean, obviously I gotta learn the K-pop Demon Hunter songs. We also get to sing as well. Nah. I'll come prepared with the dun opening. I was saying like, what was it? I was saying something, and then someone said, I think it was the Coney who said like dun dun. But it was like somewhat related, somewhat similar to what I said earlier, or like a different song or something. I don't even know. Hot sauce. I feel like Ratsy's suggestions are gonna be like very subjective, you know? What English song should I have, or like mostly English at least? What should we have prepared, or like um at least like having a Japanese version. Although the Japanese versions will take a bit longer to learn, I will say. The Baby Mon song. Yeah, I mean I don't think Baby Monster is gonna come up. Maybe I'll just learn. Um, Maybe I'll just learn. I don't know what's really popular. I don't even know what's really popular these days. Do people still like New Jeans? But they don't have English songs, do they? I've. Do they have English or Japanese versions of I've? Speaking of Baby Mon, you meant to check on what's happening with the Rami today. What's happening with her? You can do the Seraphim different. Different. I know Hot, the English version of Hot. I didn't know there was a different one. Yeah, I don't remember how different goes. I don't think I've ever listened to that song. so maybe not. And I should probably learn Fearless properly. I mean, I think Seraphim has Japanese versions of all their songs at least, right? They must, because they have like Kazuha and Sakura there. I'll have to check. I'll have to see. We'll see. I mean, yeah, maybe Le Seraphim will be a good shout. What else? I don't know. Maybe I'll look at a Spotify K-pop playlist. Today's biggest hits. K-pop on. Okay, K-pop Demon Hunters. I got that. Don't worry. Cats. Oh, I should learn Cat's Eye. And Razzie will have to endure it. There is Jellius. There's EXO XZ Zox. There's This Is For. I think This Is For is all in English. But do I want to sing This Is For? This is for all my ladies. They're looking good as what? I guess I could. XOXO Z is good. Okay. I can do it. I can do that. But it's probably all in Korean. It's probably too. Actually, all the recent songs, they usually release Japanese versions a little while after. I'll leave if you learn Cat's Eye. Come on. I'll have to make a list. Oh, Hot Sauce is on here. It's all in English, apparently. I like Game Boy. What else? I mean, there's a lot of K-pop Demon Hunter. I'll have to learn all the K-pop Demon Hunter songs because I'll be dressed as a K-pop Demon Hunter. Gio, and she said spinning around me like a satellite was another space way in the moonlight for me. Hands off, Gabriella. We gotta do Gabriella. Rose songs too sad. Yeah, I think we can do Apatu. We can definitely do Apatu. I think that'd be a fun karaoke song. Maybe. I mean, yeah, like Number One Girl and stuff is like really sad, right? I wasn't a huge fan of Rose's album, so I don't actually know that many like songs off it. I like the ones on the playlist here are Drinks and Coffee and Game Boy. Game Boy different. There's a lot of boy groups. I think boy group songs will be hard. Oh, there's also Messy, I guess. The Rose song from the Formula One movie. Gabriella, should we play some Cat's Eye for Razzie? I mean, yeah, I could add. Maybe I'll make a list. You guys can. I'll post in the Discord. Oh no. Oh no, not the Gabriella. She's coming for us. Yeah, I'll make a list and you guys can help me with some suggestions for the karaoke playlist or the karaoke stream. You have your mouse on the X button? No. I can't mess with the shuffle of the playlist. But yeah, I can definitely have that prepared. I mean, I gotta include all these songs on the playlist, right? They're under Hive. Yeah, Hive, just like Le Seraphim. I think they count. They aren't K-pop, but they are under Hive. I don't think they are K-pop, right? They're like K-pop inspired. They made sure to have one Korean in the group, the bare minimum. Yeah, I don't think they consider themselves K-pop. I think they're like K-pop influenced Western group, right? But there's definitely a lot of K-pop there. Like XG K-pop inspired. Yeah, it's like under K-pop company, K-pop inspired, but not fully K-pop, right? Which is fair enough. Yeah, I'll prepare a list for the K-pop stream because I think it would be different than the normal singing stream because like I'll add a bunch more songs than I know or I will know. I'll have to listen to these songs and like learn them because like I want to do a karaoke stream where it's not like fully prepared in terms of the songs. It's more like it's more just like a fun karaoke, not too serious kind of vibe, you know. I think I'll do that. Yeah, it's I'll have that ready for sure. I'm still trying to figure out like yeah, no, I think we'll do because Halloween's on a Friday. it feels very strange to do a Halloween stream on November 1st. So I think we do it like the week before, like maybe on this the Sunday a week before. That would probably be better. Cause I feel like it'd be so strange. I feel like we're being like all Halloween themed and November 1st just does not feel right. Um, I think I have some like canceled. Oh no, no, just kidding. Yeah, my Pilates. Um, yeah, my Pilates instructor is getting married in October, so I have a couple Pilates sessions that are canceled in October, but um, it's not related to Halloween. There's a bit too far away. Um, but yeah, I think I might just stream for like 2 hours today. I'm feeling a little so tired, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I am just like super anemic. But like I got a blood test only a few months ago. And I wasn't anemic. Like I was like I had low iron but not yet anemic. That's what they said. But yeah, I might just get like a blood test on Monday to see what's if something is up. Um yeah, cuz it's like I feel like like I always feel completely like I've never felt dizzy before at Pilates, right? That was like the first time. Maybe I'm deficient. I'm deficient in something. Do you like nuts, like almonds? Yeah. Yeah. Are you researching high iron foods? Because I know nuts is one of them. Maybe I'll just have a huge steak dinner tonight. They're high in iron. Yeah, there's a lot of food that's high in iron. And nuts are good. I think dried fruit is also good. There's a lot. Steak with a side of almonds. Delicious. That sounds like a ratsy meal. Steak with some dried fruit, some raisins, and some almonds. And then also leafy greens. Like I guess leafy greens would be fine. Um, yeah, it's a steak and almonds. Sounds delicious. I don't know if I have nuts at home. I might. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I think I will just leave it here for today because I am running out of steam, and I'm just gonna take it easy the rest of the day. But we'll definitely stream longer next week. Hello, Marisha, welcome. I'm sorry, I'm just ending. Um, but yeah, I'll be streaming again next weekend if you want some more yapping. You didn't just get here. Don't lie, don't lie. Maestro just got here. But aren't you glad he came early today? Because who would have known? Yeah, I'm just still feeling quite tired. So I'm just gonna take it easy. I feel like I don't have the yapping energy left in me. Who would have thought? But yeah, I will be streaming Genshin, of course. If you want more yapping, I'll be back next weekend as usual, same time. But if you want to see me before then, I'll be streaming Genshin on Wednesday. But yeah, join the Discord if you haven't yet already. Have a great rest of your weekend. And be careful. Do not faint. Remember to eat iron-rich foods. And be careful. Yeah, I'm just gonna end a bit early. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.